Welcome back to all. In the previous class, we discussed the different types of rocks. Today we are going to discuss the process weathering. It will happen many changes in the structure of rocks. The weathering is the process that the disintegration and decomposition of rocks is known as weathering. Weathering is the process that the disintegration and decomposition of rocks is known as weathering. And the different types of weathering are physical and mechanical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering. These are the three types of weathering. First we study the physical and mechanical weathering. As a result of the variation in temperature, it will lead to the expansion and contraction of minerals contained in rocks, and it also leads to weathering. And another is that the freezing of water in the fissures of rocks. It also goes to the disintegration of rocks. And another weathering is that chemical weathering. Water, oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere to react with the minerals contained in the rocks, and it also goes to the decomposition of rocks. It also leads to the chemical decomposition of rocks. And next, third weathering is that biological weathering. The reason of the biological weathering is that the roots of the plants penetrating into the fissures of rocks. And another is that the burrowing of animals and the decomposition of plants and animals remain. It also leads to the disintegration of rocks. And besides this, the activities of human beings, it also goes to the weathering of rocks. The activities, for example, of the activities of human beings are mining and quarrying. These are the three types of weathering. Now look at the picture. First picture, the physical and mechanical weathering. The expansion and contraction of minerals due to the variation in temperature results in weathering. Disintegration also occurs due to the freezing of water in the fissures of rocks. It is the physical and mechanical weathering. Then second weathering is that chemical weathering. The reason of the chemical weathering is that oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, etc. react with the minerals and result in the chemical decomposition of rocks. Then third weathering is that biological weathering. The reason of the biological weathering is that the plant roots it penetrating into the fissures in rocks, and the burrowing of animals and the decomposition of plant and animal remains to lead to the weathering. Apart from these, human activities such as mining and quarrying also lead to weathering. Okay. These are the three types of weathering. Then next picture indicate the activities of human beings which leads to the weathering of rocks. Look at the picture. In this picture you can see the picture is about the quarrying and mining. These activities also lead to the weathering of rocks. Okay. Then next we discuss about how soil is formed. Soil formation. How soil is formed? Soil is formed by the weathering of rocks. Weathering of rocks and decomposition of organic matter. And it is calculated that it requires more than 1,000 years requires for the formation of 1 inch thick layer of soil. Then what are the factors influencing the formation of soil? The factors influencing the soil formation. Then look at the picture. They are given a picture in your textbook. Then all of you look at the textbook. These are the factors influencing the formation of soil. Now look at the picture. First factor is that climate. Then topography, parent rock, time, plants and animals. Okay. Then first we analyze the first factor, the climate. How climate influence the soil formation? Soil will be thin. Soil formation will be less in cool regions. Soil formation will be less in the cold regions or cold environment. But then the soil formation will be more in high temperature regions. Soil formation will be slow in low temperature regions and soil formation will be more in high temperature region. The next factor is that topography. Soil will be thin in slope of the mountains and the thickness, soil will be thick in the flat areas. And next factor is that plants and animals. The acid comes from the decaying of the plants and animals. It also causes the weathering of rocks. The acid formed as the result of the decaying of animals and plants. It also causes to the weathering of rocks. Then another factor is that parent rock. Another influencing factor is that parent rock. The minerals in this soil and the structure of soil, it depends on the rocks in which they formed. It is the parent rocks. The next influencing factor is that time. The thickness and structure of soil, it depends on the time taken for its formation, and it is estimated that more than 1,000 years required for the formation of 1 inch thick layer of soil. These are the factors influencing the soil formation. Okay. Then next is that the different types of soils. In your previous classes, you have learned about the different types of soils in India and Kerala. Next, you have an activity that all of you have to tabulate, to make a table about the different types of soil in India and Kerala. Then next we discuss about the importance of soil. How soil influence the life on earth. Soil is the important factor that makes life on the earth possible. The plants it absorb the nutrients into the soil, and with the help of carbon dioxide it prepare food, and the animals and human beings also they consume the plants, and when the plants and animals they die and they return to the soil. Thus the soil influence the life on the earth possible. And what are the next is that what are the uses of this soil? For what purposes we use soil? Then for to conduct cultivation, it is essential. Soil is essential for to conduct cultivation. And next use of soil, what is the next use of soil? For making bricks. In your textbook here given different pictures, it is related to the uses of soil, and for making bricks and making pots and tiles. For these different types of purposes we use soil. Then next is that the activities, the human activities, how to badly affect soil pollution. Then what are the reasons of the soil pollution? The uncontrolled use of plastics. These plastics are the example of non-degradable waste, and this type of non-degradable waste materials like plastic it also cause soil pollution. Then next reason of the soil pollution is the overuse of pesticides. Overuse of pesticides. It also badly affect the fertility of soil. It is the another reason of the pollution of soil. Then like the use of pesticide, the overuse of fertilizer also goes to the pollution of soil. Overuse of pesticides in cultivation to also lead to the it will lead to the pollution of soil. And another reason is that the agricultural land, the use of agricultural land to other purposes, non-agricultural purposes, is the another reason of the soil pollution. And next is that unscientific construction work and quarrying, it also badly affect the soil. And next reason is that overgrazing, and this also affect the vegetations, natural vegetations, badly affect natural vegetations. And these are the reasons of soil pollution. Then next, what are the remedial measures we can adopt to prevent this type of pollution? How we can conserve soil, and have various methods for to conserve soil. Then instead of this deforestation, we have to encourage to planting of more trees. That is afforestation. We encourage afforestation. It is the first step to prevent to protect soil. Afforestation, check deforestation and encourage afforestation. Then next step is that crop rotation is very essential for to increase the fertility of soil. Crop rotation. Then next is that terrace farming in hill slopes, hilly areas, hill slopes areas to conduct terrace farming. And next is that construction of check dams. Another method, conservation method, is that construction of check dams. And then next is that strip cropping, and it is to prevent the soil erosion in the hill slopes. These are the soil conservation methods. These are the methods for the soil conservation. In this chapter, you have to prepare a poster about the conservation of soil. Okay. In this today we studied the different process weathering, and the different types of weathering, and the formation of soil, and the factors influencing soil formation, and the different uses of soil, and the causes of the soil pollution, or the reasons of the soil pollution. And the last we studied the how we can conserve soil, what are the measures we can adopt to conserve soil. Okay, all of you write questions in this chapter. First question, write the first question. What is known as weathering? First question, what is known as weathering? Second question. Make a flow chart about the different types of weathering. Flow chart about the different types of weathering. Third question. What are the human activities that lead to weathering of rocks? What are the human activities lead to weathering of rocks? The next question is that how soil is formed? How soil is formed? Next question. Make a word wheel about the factors influencing soil formation. Make a word wheel about the factors influencing the soil formation. Next question. Table. Make a table about the different types of soil in India and Kerala. About different types of soil. Table. You want to make a table about the different types of soil in India and Kerala. The next question. What are the uses of soil? Write the uses of soil. Then next question. Write the reasons. Write the reasons of soil pollution. What are the reasons of soil pollution? Next question. How we can conserve soil? How we can conserve soil? Then next question. Last question. Prepare a poster about the conservation of soil. You have to make a poster for the conservation of soil. Okay. Thank you all.